We got a twofer.
Why?
First, Hollywood.
We suck again!
Golden Globes.
Fat pussy.
Support pins.
What?
Of the woman who was ended when she decided to use her car as a defensive weapon against an ICE agent.
What the fuck?
Gee, where was that support for Charlie Kirk?
Yeah,
Anyway, then we go to Philadelphia.
Why?
DEI chief calls ICE agents wannabes,
Hold up.
Paul Blarts,
Wait a minute.
and mall cops the balls.
Fuck you!
I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this. Nothing says stupidity and ignorance like Hollywood and DEI.
Stupid and retarded. Loser!
But it's what's next. Hey, happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this day. And of course, new day, new week, and new bullshit. And the stories I got for you, yeah, they're bullshit, all right. First, I got a twofer. We go to Hollywood. Golden Globes. Support pins for the woman, Renee Good, who was ended by ICE officers because she used her car as a defensive weapon to run them over. But where was the support for Charlie Kirk? Interesting. Then we go to Philadelphia, where DEI chief has the balls, the gall, the cojones, the chutzpah to call ICE officers wannabes, Paul Blarts, and mall cops. Again, the balls. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Golden Globes, Mark Ruffalo, Wanda Sykes, among other Hollywood celebrities wearing anti-ICE Be Good pin in support of Renee Good. Again, I've mentioned this in stories in the past. Whenever Hollywood opens their mouth about politics, do you really give a fuck? I don't. But we're going to have fun with this one anyway. Actor Mark Ruffalo and Wanda Sykes were seen wearing anti-ICE Be Good pins in support of Renee Good at the Golden Globes on Sunday, the 37-year-old Minnesota woman who was shot and killed after ramming an ICE agent with her vehicle last week. Images of the pins were shared on social media on Sunday. Of course, this was from USA Today. Mark Ruffalo and Wanda Sykes wearing their Be Good pins, and if nobody knew what the hell they were going on, nobody knew what they were. What they were. Actress Natasha Lyonne and Jean Smart also wore pins on the red carpet. Quote, "We need to speak up and shut this rogue government down. It's awful that what they're doing to people," Wanda Sykes said on the Golden Globes red carpet on Sunday.
The pin, Be Good. Tell me about
Be Good, yes. Of course, this is for the mother who was murdered by ICE agent, and it's really sad. And you know, I know people are out marching and all today, and we need to speak up. We need to be out there and shut this rogue government down, because it's just awful what they're doing to people.
Let's make it clear. When was the last time Wanda Sykes was actually relevant? I'll wait. Exactly. Renee Good was shot and killed by an ICE agent in Minneapolis last week when she accelerated her vehicle with an agent present in front of her. The vehicle bumped him and fired 3 shots off in the windshield, ending her. Now we go from that to this. This also comes out of Breitbart. Watch. Philadelphia sheriff, what did I say? DEI chief? Yeah, same thing. Calls ICE fake wannabe cops violating legal and moral law. DEI? You guessed it. Philadelphia Sheriff Rochelle Blau, employing hipster slang and invoking a call and response chant on Friday, calling for federal immigration agents fake, wannabe, and law enforcement, and claimed their actions both violated legal law and moral law.
Good afternoon. I'm Rochelle Blau, the sheriff for the city and county of Philadelphia, and I say her name, Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. This should not have happened, but we're here today. Let know that law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made-up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack citizens of the United States.
Balls.
Did you hear what I said?
This bitch.
No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None. None. Those that come into our communities wearing a mask to commit crime, thank God for our district attorney, Larry Krasner, who said he's going to lock them up And I'm saying now, we are not going to whisk you away for them to hide your identity, because when you do it there, you're getting arrested there. No whisk away for them to hide you. None of that here. None of
All right, that's enough. The sheriff elected and sworn in office in 2020, of course, during the whole St. George and the wonderful Kumbaya of 2020. Anyway, echoed a threat from Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Kressner, who warned that federal law enforcement officials who commit crimes in Philadelphia will be arrested and prosecuted. So I'm with the DA, boss said. You don't want this smoke, because we'll bring it to you. Adding a dig at the president and the criminal at the White House would not be able to keep federal agents from going to jail. Wanting smoke is a phrase from someone looking for trouble or a fight, for all those of you who are ignorant to the slang terms. Earlier, Blau began her comments by saying that in the name of Renee Good, a 37-year-old woman who was shot and killed in Minneapolis by a federal immigration officer who used her car as a defensive weapon against him and had no choice but to go in defensive posture, said the firearm in defense accelerated towards him in her SUV. Quote, "Good afternoon, I'm Rochelle Blau, Sheriff of City and County Philadelphia, and I say your name, Renee Good." She repeated it several times. In a diatribe highly unusual for law enforcement officials who rarely criticize their officers in the field, the former 27-year veteran of the Philadelphia Police Department claimed sworn officers and the Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents were not legitimate cops. So she began, "Let's note that the law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made-up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack citizens of the United States. Did you hear what I said? No law enforcement officials wear masks. None. I call them made-up fake wannabe law enforcement," she continued, "because that's what they do. Not only is it against the law, but it's against moral law." Her comments quickly drew reactions from social media. Quote, "This is not parody," wrote one on X. "This is the actual Philadelphia County Sheriff. Is it possible to coexist with someone like this?" Another, "You can't make this shit up." Another, "This is what DEI looks like." While a former secretary of Philadelphia NAACP, shocker, is no stranger to controversy. In 2021, she faced lawsuits from 3 senior staffers who claimed that they lost their jobs after they alleged financial impropriety as well as sexual harassment. From her? Really? Oof. She's also been the subject of allegations in wasting department money on promotional items like trading cards with her likeness and printing bogus news stories about her generated by AI. My thoughts, quickly. Hollywood wearing support pins of Renee Good. Funny how they're wearing support pins for the wonderful mother of 3 who, of course, lost one of her kids in custody because her partner happened to use them as cigarette ashtrays. Google it. Yeah, it's not made up. It's actual facts. And, you don't drive up 5 hours from Uniondale to Minneapolis, because you want to, take in the sights. She was a paid agitator. And sadly, it cost her life because, God forbid, she actually wanted to be with her kids and be safe. And no, we can't have that. Funny how Hollywood comes out and all, cheerleaders and pom-poms and doing headstands and what have you for Miss Renee Good. But funny how they mention nothing about Charlie Kirk. Not one Hollywood actor worth their weight in salt came out in support of Charlie Kirk when he was killed in front of a live national audience seen worldwide. Not fucking one. But yet, it didn't fit the narrative. So of course they were going to come out and support, Renee Good. Then we go to Philadelphia with DEI chief. She's a clown, a moron, a buffoon, an idiot, a cretin. But then again, that's never stopped her in her past. When you come out and slam ICE, calling them wannabes, Paul Blarts, and mall cops, and you running around, saying slangs like, you don't want this smoke, and say her name, Renee Good. How about saying her name, Laken Riley? How about saying her name, Rachel Moran? How about those names? How about say his name, Charlie Kirk? No, we can't have that because, once again, it doesn't fit the narrative. Idiots and morons are among us. Fucking clowns. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borgonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.